Hey guys, I thought I'd just leave you with a quick message tonight and just share a couple thoughts as you prepare for your exam tomorrow. Thanks to all those who have come to tutorials, and hopefully they've been beneficial to you all, and hopefully you've been able to study for your English exam. My first thoughts are for the essays. You have an hour and a half, so use every minute of that time to write an essay. Please stick to that time frame, and if you finish early, that just means you've got more time to add some evidence and add some additional thoughts. Don't go over that time. Pace yourself and keep on looking at your watch to ensure you stick to that hour and a half. Remember, with the statements, you've got to make sure you can answer the statement, so plan it out well and make sure you have at least 4 points to discuss with the statement. We made some errors with defining our statements and defining keywords. You can do that. Just make sure it's within 5 or 6 lines, nothing more than that. And if you can fit it in the introduction, do it that way. But don't spend 2 or 3 paragraphs defining what the keywords are in the statement. That should be done in a couple sentences, nothing more, nothing less. A lot of us struggled with putting in evidence, so I want you at the start of your essay, at the top of each page, write evidence is key, just to remind you that you must include evidence with a visual essay. So for our Blade Runner, you've got to make sure that it's visual evidence. Don't just include quotes. They're not quotes, they're dialogue. And when you're using dialogue, remember, we've practiced this for weeks. When you use dialogue, tell me what else is happening at the same time, okay? You want to include as much visual and verbal evidence as possible. Sorry, that's my kids. Just having a little fight up there. You want to include as much visual and verbal evidence as possible, and you want to make sure that you've got enough discussion in there. So let's aim for 4 body paragraphs. Okay. Best of luck with your essays. And for my students that are doing Othello, make sure you've got enough quotes in there. I would say at least 2 pieces of evidence per paragraph. So that'd be a total of 8 minimum. For unfamiliar, you've got to remember pata and kate. And my biggest piece of advice, and I talked about this in the tutorial today, is when you identify that aspect, make sure you give evidence of that aspect, highlight it. So if you're talking about diction, showcase those words. But it's one thing to highlight those words, but you've got to actually talk about them and talk about how they support the top question, okay? So it's one thing to identify them, but you must showcase how they support the top question. So if we were talking about a mother and how we thought and how she was looked in such a high regard, and they use words like extravagant, that supports that sophisticated word, or that diction there supports the top question of how it's a positive look at the mother. We talked a bit about that today. So guys, best of luck for tomorrow. Use your time wisely. You've all been working hard, and I know you will be able to do your best if you just go in with a cool mind and a cool head. So yeah. Any other thoughts for you? Evidence. I can't say it enough. You've got to use evidence, guys. And you won't pass if you don't have any evidence. And remember, for essays, no conclusion, no pass. You've got to be able to make that defining statement by the end. You've got to be able to say that my hypothesis or the statement is either true, false, or on the fence. And if you don't have a conclusion, unfortunately, you can't pass, because that's the whole purpose of proving or disproving a statement. Just trying to think if I've got any more pearls of wisdom for you. Just do your best, guys, and best of luck for tomorrow. We'll see you later. It's been a great year. If anyone wants to send me any essays over the next couple hours, I'm happy to check them. But yeah, we'll see you later. Best of luck.